Hey everyone, it's Abby and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've done any sit-down chat videos actually, and I miss it a lot. I do hope this setup is fine. I decided to do the overhead situation because that's what I did when I was back home, and I actually rearranged the tables in my room so I could hopefully get a proper and more efficient filming setup in. But first I have my coffee. Haven't made drip coffee in so long, so it's so nice to finally make that, and I added a splash of oat milk. But today I wanted to show you in this video my current journal stack, as you can see here. So this wired basket has been on one of my shelves on my desk area for weeks now, and I really like that it's reachable because I couldn't find a system that would actually work for the several journals I have. I used to put it in my IKEA cart on my desk, and I can't always do that because I always use my desk for working as well. I put up my laptop there and all my other work stuff. So I figured that having something like this would be easier for me to just grab and go. So we'll definitely tackle all of the journals that you see here. Some are probably in the 𝚘𝚍𝚘𝚔 video, but I wanted to focus more on journaling, aka stuff that I reach for on the daily and regularly, because I haven't done travel journaling. I haven't traveled that much yet since 2023 started. But before that, I wanted to put in some announcements. First is my new class, Documenting Your Days, is still available and you can enroll anytime, but you get a special price for the first month of release, which is this March. So more info down below, but generally it's a class that I created with Get Messy, and it invites you to document your days. And if you're new to journaling or just want to explore different ways on how you can document your life, not just by doing one certain type of journaling, you can try different types, from media journaling to weekly journaling to quarterly journaling. And so make sure to check out the link in the description for more information about that. Second one is every month on Patreon I have journal tours for my journal and VIP members. So this month I share some pages from this particular journal, the Midori A6, and if you want to check out this month's journal tour, it is a comprehensive video of one of my travels in 2017 to Japan, so it might be something that you're interested in. It's also the best way you can support this channel, so make sure to check that out in the description. It's patreon.com/AbbyC. So let's talk about this stack. So first we have the Diarist. So this is my third Diarist journal. This is volume 3, and you can check out my previous Diarist videos where I share entries inside. This one is a bit more private though, so I'm not gonna share some pages. But I do keep the prompt stickers on here because I use the prompts a lot for journaling. And this is really long form journaling. So it says Abbey Sy volume number 3. And I'm trying to find a page where it's not so... yeah, I really made this a personal diary because I've been going through a lot of things since the year started. So for me it was really important to have some place to dump everything. Unfortunately I don't really want to post that much about this just because it's very personal, as I mentioned. Also been experimenting on different colorways. This one was earlier this March, where I was okay, I wanted to do more pink stuff. And since this journal is also fountain pen friendly, it was just nice to use a lot of different inks. So I've been really liking the Sailor Yurameku Amomoyoi ink and the Teranishi Opera Rose, which has always been my all-time fave. So it's not filled up as much as I wanted to. I also don't pressure myself into doing that, so I try to just reach for this maybe twice or thrice a week. So the next one is probably the one that you'll see a lot on this channel, and it's obviously my favorite. This is the Traveler's Notebook regular. So let me tell you like the components, because a lot of people ask me about this. This is my oldest cover. It's from 2017. I bought it, I believe, in Tokyo. And here we have the Superior Labor pen clip. I got this from 𝚤𝚘𝚘𝚅. It's also so nice. I just realized that it already darkened because it was a bit lighter before. And it has the TRC brass fountain pen here and the Sailor Pro Gear Mini in Benny White. So whatever pens I'm using for the week or the month are the ones I put here. I like that this pen loop can put in fountain pens because that's what I usually use for journaling. So I have two inserts here. I'll link the TRC 2023 setup video down below. Recently I added this, how do you say this? It's one of the accessories included in Traveler's Notebook. It's like a plastic pocket sticker. I have it because I needed to put my pencil board here, so I also have this one. So I tried to put like random stuff here. Like this is a patch that my friend Alice gave to me when she was in Mexico. I still haven't figured out where to put it, so it's temporarily here. We also have a washi sampler here. And then I have the Moon Milk canvas pouch from 𝚤𝚘𝚘𝚅 also here, where I have some loose washi tape samples and cards and unused stuff. So I use the Traveler's Notebook clip to clip the month and the week that I'm in. I don't know, that's just me being lazy, but like it's efficient that way. So I realize I haven't shown you anything from since I logged on these pages, so I want to give you a closer look. So for the monthly, actually it's really a media log for me, and sometimes friends write messages. Like this is my favorite from my cousin Val. I also make a theme every month. I think March is my personal favorite theme. So nothing much on that aspect for the month. And then this is my weekly vertical. I'm just gonna give you like some peeks. I really like this page where I just write in updates, recaps of the week. This was my birthday week. It's just my way of like documenting, and I've been really mindful about this, like the colorways and everything. I really enjoy it, and I've been finding this pouch really useful from the Moon Milk canvas pouch. I have just a bunch of stickers and PET samples here in case I need to journal on the go. Yeah, this is like my monthly and weekly memory keeping log, and so far I've been really enjoying it. I'm also so happy I decided to get the monthly also. At first I was like, should I get the monthly? What am I gonna do with it? But now it kind of serves its purpose, so I'm really happy about that. Next, we have this A6 journal. I'm using a Midori A6 in blank, and the cover is a 𝚤𝚘𝚘𝚅 Mojave A6 cover. This is actually the second year that I'm using this cover. Last year, it was used for my media journal, I think. But I remember like I kept switching it around and I couldn't find it as like an everyday journal cover that I would use, and now it's like on my regular pile, which is great because I love this green and I feel like I'm entering my green era. Like, look at my mug, it's green. My video log, it's also an old Muji insert, it's also green. Penco clip. More to mention, actually, even my clothes have been green. But anyway, this one it exists for the fact that I just need to put stuff in. That's it. I have this Crafts Delight clear sticker here. I have a bunch of them that Jana, the owner of Crafts Delight, sent me. So it's really nice for labeling months because this is obviously an undated journal. And at the back, I do have some inserted stuff like washi samples. This is a sticker from a friend I met in Leipzig, Caro. I plan to stick it in one of the pages soon. So here's a little peek at the pages inside. I do have a full journal tour of this on my Patreon. So some are a bit private also. I'm trying to be more, how do I say this? Like, I feel like I share too much of my journal pages online, and while it's fine, I feel like a lot of private things I just prefer keeping private, so now I'm making more efforts to do that. These were when I got my new stationery early in the year, and I actually have still like a lot of like work in progress pages like this, but the main goal is just to really color coordinate, and sometimes I'd write recaps like this again from the TRC event, and sometimes I'd write like milestones, like this one was my first year in Berlin. I wrote a comprehensive like how I feel about the whole thing, which is I feel very weird about it. This was my birthday spread when I turned 30 last January. I think one of my favorites has to be this one. This is like I just wanted to dump different colors and stationery and ephemera like luggage, stickers, and so for me this is like a little playground or like a canvas for all of these things. There's no specific purpose for this, and I like it because there's also no pressure to finish this in like a specific timeline, so I just keep it that way, and for me it's the most no frills journaling, so I really enjoy it. And also last, I think 2021, I did journal a lot with in Midori A6, or just in A6 in general, so I was like, okay, I kind of wanted to bring that back, so that's why this journal exists. But as you can see, it's pretty chunky right now, so I don't know, maybe I have to lessen that a bit, but I also like keeping too many packaging labels, like stuff from the grocery, so we'll see how that turns out. Next up is a new edition, and it's very cute. It's a Moomin. So I have two things that I really like in terms of characters. Actually, three. The first one is Milky, Peko-chan of Milky. It's the girl that's usually in the Milky candy. The second one is Abbey from Sumiko Gurashi. It's the San X line of characters, and recently I've been super into Moomin. So this was given to me by a friend, and he got it from me at the Moomin shop in London. So this is, I think this is supposed to be like a passport case, but why would I do that? So what I decided to do, improvise. I did improvise because when I was like in a rut last February about just like journaling in general, I wanted to log films, and I watched After Sun, and after watching that I'm like, oh my gosh, I really need a media journal, but I didn't want to do what I did last time, so I'll talk about that in a future video when I update this media journal. So this is two TN passport inserts, and then I used the connecting band to connect them together, and then I slipped it here inside. That's it, because like I would have done this, but I wanted to keep the cover. So this is where I put the movie posters that I have yet to journal about. So I recently watched The Fabelmans by Steven Spielberg, and this is a dot grid insert, and I just write films that I really like here, and I still have to update it with like more comprehensive reviews. It's just like a little I don't know, footnotes or something, because I didn't really want to write so much about films anymore. I don't want to turn it into my job to be a film critic. I just like films a lot. And then this one is just the MD White, and I wanted to have a little insert to log all the films that I've watched in the cinema, or at least like watched or rewatched this year. So far I have After Sun inside and Tar. I still have to fill up the rest, but it's a very simple format. It's just the poster is here, and then the short review is on the right. That's it. I didn't want to go too much into it. So I try to update this as often as I can once I finish watching the film, because it's just easier for me to write it in. And also I like that this is a bit bigger than the TN Passport. I don't know, it's just easier to slip in and slip out. So far I've been enjoying the format. Also forgot to mention, I wanted to say, it's so funny because this sticker is from Love Soup. I subscribed to one of her mails last year, and it reminded me so much of *Midsommar, which is one of my favorite, probably the only horror film I tolerated. So this reminds me of *Midsommar a lot. That's why I put it here. Like, yeah. Anyway, last on my lineup and current journal stack, it's actually a work in progress. It's also new. You probably haven't seen this, but this I was able to get a secondhand Traveler's Train cover from Emma, which is VA's best friend, and it was a really good price. I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. And I don't have a black cover, so this is my first black cover. Actually, the texture is kind of interesting. I'm not used to it, but this is the one I usually bring when I'm traveling, but I don't remember what's in here right now. I think it's not, yeah. I switched it up a bit because I'm working on something that I will share in the future. I guess we'll have journaling videos about it. So I do have the zip case here, and I have the ephemera in. So this is the Traveler's Train limited edition insert. This is not mine, this is Suna's. I'm actually working on, let me see, sample pages for it. So that's what I'm working on, and I still have not filled it up. So I do want to fill it up in the coming weeks. And then I just have the sticker release paper connected. This is my second insert. I'm so happy that they're gonna make this like part of their regular lineup, because everyone has been requesting for this. But beforehand, it would be my travel, like short trip cover. I have no short trips coming up in the near future, so I don't really use this as much. I also have my Instax here. I don't know why I have a photo of me here, but just in case it gets lost, I'm like, who is this person? But yeah, this is like my carry-on EDC situation. But since I don't travel, I'm not traveling until like in the summer, I still just have this on here, and I do have it on my basket because I'm slated to work on this very soon. So yeah, that's generally all of the inserts and notebooks and journals that I have in like regular rotation, I guess that's what you call it. It's just also easy because when I was like, I don't know how I like randomly thought of this. I just saw this basket and I was like, wait. It initially had my ink samples on, and I was like, why? It initially had my ink samples on, and I was like, why am I using this just for ink samples? And I lined up all of my notebooks, and they seem to fit very well. And also height-wise, it's also pretty good. So for me, it was like, okay, might as well line them up like this so I feel more accountable to actually use them. So I'm gonna clip these back on. I do hope you enjoyed this update video featuring my current journal stack. Let me know what's your current journal stack. I'm also gonna link all the relevant videos that you'll find about these systems. Obviously, the others I still have to set up. And again, make sure to check out my Patreon for more journal tours and exclusive content. And it's the best way you can support this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Bye!